Hello everybody, and my god, I am like way off cam, and I feel like I'm all stretched out like a fucking balloon. I don't know. Okay, let's try this. Ever since my chair broke, I'm trying to find a new way to stream because I am too poor right now to buy a fucking $80 chair. So how's everybody going tonight? Tonight's gonna be an amazing night because I'm streaming, and obviously when I stream it's gonna be an amazing night. So, and you're probably wondering, yo, GMillion, what do you have on your chest? Well, besides my nipples, those are gonna remain on my chest. I do want to get some stuff off my chest, mainly my chest hair, my zits and my pimples. But my current stance on Stadia, I had some colorful things to say about Stadia, and I do not take them back. So just keep that in mind. I do not take whatever I said about Stadia back. I especially do not take whatever I said about Wave Break back. So if you want to watch what I currently said about Stadia, and Hector kind of put his 2 cents in there as well, he, you know, we kind of agree to what we said about Stadia and the current stance on Stadia. Give me 1 second here, guys. I just wanted to make sure that you guys could hear my audio perfectly. So, what does that mean for Stadia and me personally? Because I am a founder, and if you guys want to find me on Stadia, you could find me, and my Stadia name is Garrett, Garret. Someone already took my name with 2 T's, so I still need to go find him and beat him down and claim my rightful name, or I could just not care, which is just what I decided to do. So, because, you know, Google decided to get everyone's codes late. I know, right? Instead of me getting my code on the 19th, I got it on the 21st, and I had to make my account on the 21st instead of the 19th. So, okay. What do I think of Stadia, and why did I say the stuff about Stadia? let me start off saying positive stuff. The tech behind Stadia is good. I love the tech behind Stadia. I love the fact that I don't have to download a game. I love the fact that I don't have to wait ridiculously long times to load your game like you do in Last of Us Part 2. So what like, but that's not everything. Like, that's not like the sole reason why you should get into Stadia. And if that's the only thing that you could think of that you're playing Stadia, you're just fooling yourself. And you're probably wondering what makes you say that, because for me, it all depends on the most important thing of a gaming platform: games. Well, partly games. Hold on one. Control A. I'm just tweeting it. I'm just doing some getting my live stream out there to my masses, my groupies, or my dedicated fans. So that's what I'm doing. I totally forgot to do that. I was watching videos on how Dr. Disrespect got banned on Twitch, and story of another day. So that's yeah, that's story of another day. So like, what I'm trying to say is, if you just get into Stadia just because there's no downloads, there's no, like, very low loading, that's not, for me, that's not healthy. For me, that's like, why? What I want from Stadia, it's hard to say, like, right now. Like, I just totally had a brain fart. What I want is communication. I don't trust Google anymore. Google said there's 120 games coming out this year. At least 10 of them are exclusives. We'll see. Things change because of COVID-19. I tried bringing that up on one of the Stadia episodes, and they showed me that things changed because of COVID-19. So, but the thing is, like, I still hold them accountable for saying that, because they said that in April, in the midst of COVID. And another reason why I don't trust Google, because they are not getting out in front and talking about if games are being date and date, you know? I still don't know if Cyberpunk 77 is gonna come out November 19th on Google Stadia. They made it very clear that it's coming out November 19th on other platforms, but not Stadia. And if you guys watched the Cyberpunk 77 Nightwire, you saw the Stadia logo, and you saw the big letters November 19th. So what is most people going to assume? It's going to come out on every single platform the same date. Google, well, here's the thing. I don't go out and scrounge around news sites. I don't go on Stadia Source. I don't go on Twitter that much. So like I get my news from video. And a lot of the companies don't use videos as the way that they get their news sources. So like, let me give you an example. Stadia has its own YouTube channel. So whenever I see, like, what I like to see from Stadia is them utilizing their YouTube channel other than trailers, other than connects. Get out in front and do more. You know, like, oh, here are some of the new games coming out this week on Stadia. Have someone talking about the new games coming out. You know, whenever there's a big game announced, have someone get on video and stuff like that and say, this is coming out day and date. You know, like Xbox has Major Nelson for that, for video. Sony, I don't know what they're doing. Sony is in their own world. Nintendo, same thing. They'll just, actually no, Sony will do a state of play events, and they'll do like certain events. You know, they announce stuff on their PlayStation 5 stuff. Nintendo does their Nintendo Directs and their 20-minute live streams on Pokemon and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, what I don't understand is, why do I have to rely on outdated blog posts? Like, I think just announcing something on a blog post is very outdated. It's 2020, right? Utilize video platform. Now, I'm probably gonna get a lot of slack for that, but it's 2020. Not a lot of people are just gonna go out and look at, well, I don't want to say for everybody. For me, I don't want to go out, look at 5 different websites to read like 5 different articles with ads slapped across my face and wasting my time reading like a fucking 2 pages just to get like 2 pieces of information. That's why I like video, because video gets straight to the point. Video cuts out the fat. What I like to see Google do is have like a video team. You know, they have the money to do it. You know, they're already doing the Connect. They just need to fix people's audio, because the audio on the last Connect was fucking shit. On their Stadia YouTube channel, they put, let me see something here. I think I saw the Avengers 7 minutes of gameplay on the Stadia channel. Stadia YouTube channel. So let's see. Stadia. Whoops. Yes, Google Stadia. I don't know why, but YouTube like unsubscribing me to a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's see. Doom Eternal. See, Marvel. Hold on, no. I'm doing something. I am not doing this right. Okay. Let's see. Is it? Oh, it's gonna do this. So. All right. So let me pause the music. And I am not gonna do this. Let's see. See, look here. Available 9/4/2020. Now that's telling me Stadia posted this on their YouTube channel. Is gonna release this. It's gonna be on that platform 9/4/2020, right? That's just This is just my opinion. They could release something later on saying it's not going to be day and date. But after watching this trailer on Stadia's YouTube channel, this game better come out 9/4/2020. I'm personally not into Avengers, like this game, because this game looks like it's trash from what I saw. But if you're excited for this and you're a Stadia player, I hope to God this comes out this date for you guys. Okay? Now, let's see. I could have sworn I saw Cyberpunk. All right, let's go here. I am not going to. Let's see if it actually has a date. Come on. Is it going to show a date? See, it didn't really show a date on the end. All right, cool. Yeah, it just shows the trailer, but it doesn't have the date. So I'm pretty sure this game is not coming out in November on Stadia. But I wish Stadia came out and said this game is not coming out in November. Not just showing off in let's just say not showing off in trailers, and you know, I shouldn't have to go out and dig information on this, you know? I should not have to go out and dig information on games coming out day and date. What I want from Stadia is, okay, here's the list of things that I want from Stadia. I want insurances. No, not life insurance, not health insurance, because I already got all those, and God knows I paid too much for both of them. I want insurances that AAA games are going to be releasing day and date on Stadia. And if they can't give me those insurances, then me and like other people in the community that have other platforms that they could play on are gonna go buy them on other platforms, and Stadia will lose a sale, because I am not gonna double dip on, let's just say, Avengers. Let's just say if I'm interested in Avengers, I am not gonna double dip in that shit. Cyberpunk, I am not gonna double dip in that shit either. If I get it on PC, I'll get it on GOG, not have to worry about DRM, and just deal with the fact that I'm downloading like a 200 gigabyte game, right? So that's one thing that I want from Stadia soon. If not, I'm probably gonna leave the platform. 2, I want Google to be more aggressive when it comes to games. Like, me personally, I am not into indie games. I will not play indie games, because every time I play an indie game, I feel like I wasted my money. I'll spend $10 to $30 on an indie game, independent game, right? Play it once or twice and not go through with it and feel like I wasted my money. I don't know why, but I've been like this for the past 10 years. From 2005 to 2010, I used to get into these independent games, you know, like Limbo, Castle Crashers, and stuff like that. But now, since I have limited time playing games that for right now, I just not gonna play a lot of indie games. I did not enjoy Wave Break, let's just put it that way. I had a frustrating time with that game, so I refunded it. Because that game just reminded me of, there's a better game out there, it's called Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And that game's coming out in September. I hope to God that comes out in Stadia, and doesn't look like it is, so I'm gonna be probably getting it on the PlayStation 4 because I want to go for the platinum. So I am knocking Stadia for having a lot of independent games on there. And I think that's part of the reason why we're getting a lot of pro games that are indie, because they could probably either give us 1 or 2 AAA games a month, or they can give 3 or 4 indie games a month. So that's probably why I'm seeing a lot more indie games as pro games than AAA games. Now, let me get into my other point. I don't just like AAA games. I'm not really big into games of service. I'm not really big into MMO games, right? So games like Destiny, I dabbled into Destiny. Vanilla Destiny came out in 2017. I beat the shit out of that. After that, I put it down because I wanted to get the story of the original Destiny 2. I meant to say original Destiny, but no, I wanted to get the story of Destiny 2 Vanilla. Let's put it that way. So that's why I purchased it for $60 on the Xbox One. Yeah, I purchased it for $60 on the Xbox One. Got to level 20. Got my light level up to, I don't know what the max was at that time, because things changed over the years. So I did that and I put the game down. As far as MMORPGs, I give them my old college try. I try to play what's it called? MMOs, you know. I try WoW, World of Warcraft. I even get suckered in buying a lot of the expansions and just playing them for a couple hours and just putting them down. So why invest on games that I know I'm just gonna put down? So that's part of, and so why should I do that, you know? I'm into single player narrative games, and when I want a multiplayer game, I want traditional multiplayer. What is traditional multiplayer? Because it seems like battle royale, MMOs and stuff like that are more traditional. I like team deathmatch. I like free-for-all games. I like Call of Duty. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Call of Duty is one of my favorite multiplayer games. Even though like I talk shit about it all the time, Call of Duty is my favorite multiplayer game. I could go in today and do decent in multiplayer on Modern Warfare. And for them, adding Warzone is just a bonus to me. Like I don't play Warzone all the time, but I dabble into Warzone. I'll do a couple matches here and there when it comes to Warzone. So that's just what I like, you know? I'm not gonna change what I like because it's not offered to me on a certain platform. So what I like to see on Stadia is not this year's Call of Duty, because it's already in July, right? Call of Duty 2020 should be coming out in October and November. That's like 5 more months. I could wait 5 months to play a new Call of Duty on a new platform, because I am not gonna double dip on Call of Duty, because they still probably gonna make you pay $60 for it, unless it's a pro deal, unless it's a pro game. And I seriously doubt that, because Modern Warfare is in Sony's pocket, so they won't do that. Long story short, I do want to see Call of Duty 2020 in Stadia. I do want it to be crossplay. I'm trying to move away from console gaming when it comes to multiplayer games, because I am tired of paying $60 a year for Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. The main reason why I purchased Call of Duty for PC was no, I don't have to pay for internet. That's it. And it seems like Google with Stadia, you don't have to pay them for internet. You just pay for Pro, then you get discounts and stuff. I do want to see them give you insurances that some of the games that were announced for at the Xbox event, third-party stuff, and the third-party stuff from Sony's event to be on Stadia. You know, like, it's gonna be heartbreaking if Resident Evil 8 is not on Stadia. It's gonna be heartbreaking when Star Wars Squadron, whatever the name's called, is not gonna be on Stadia. It's just gonna be more fuel to the fire on Stadia, because you're already having Fallen Order coming out a whole year later on Stadia. So that's what I want to see. As far as this coming up Connect goes, I'm gonna cancel my service if I see pretty much the majority of games as indie games. I'm sorry, but I'm just not into indie games. I understand the fact that you're not going to get Halo, you're not going to get a Last of Us 2 on Stadia. I'm not mad about that. I'm just mad about these third-party games that are only coming out on next-gen consoles. So, give you an example. I gave you a big one, Resident Evil 8. However, with Resident Evil 8, that's the 8th game in the series. I would like to see Capcom get on board with Stadia. It seems like they have games on xCloud with Devil May Cry 5. But wouldn't it be cool if you got all the remakes of the Resident Evil games? Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 7. I think, like, if they were to release every single Resident Evil game, I see, here's the thing, I'm contradicting myself because I love Resident Evil games. If they were to release all the Resident Evil games at a reasonable price, I would double dip. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I would triple dip. Because you know why? I already bought Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 3 fucking times already. And I just bought them for the 4th time on my PlayStation 4. I bought Resident Evil 7 twice. And I will buy Resident Evil 7 and the older Resident Evil games again on Stadia. I will do it too. You have my money if you can get Resident Evil games on Stadia. I know that's not on Google, but I would love that. As far as games coming out this year, we know the fact that we got Avengers. We know the fact that we are getting Cyberpunk. We don't know when we're getting Cyberpunk. And that's pretty much it for the AAA games that have been announced. That's third party, that's coming to Stadia. But we don't know what comes out on the 14th. Unless someone comes out and leaks everything. One of the main reasons why I did not purchase the Metro games, I'm talking about 2023 and Last Light, Redux, But it's because I own them already. I own them for the PC. I own them for the Xbox. Okay, no. Yes, I own them. I got them for the Xbox. And they're coming, and they came out for Switch for $20 a piece. Not really big into the Metro games, so I skipped over those. Same thing with Octopath. I have it for the Switch, and I also have it for the PC. Not gonna triple dip on that game. But you know what games I would triple dip on? Actually, no, I would triple dip on The Witcher 3. Because I do want to play that game again, and I just didn't like how it ran on GeForce Now. I want to play that game in pretty much higher resolution than 1080p. On my PC, I could probably get away with 1440p, but if they were to release that game upscale 4K, because it would be a port, so I'm not gonna knock them. Then I would buy that game again. Now we're gonna talk about features that I want to see soon. Mainly iOS support. They see with Stadia and Google, they'll announce something, but they'll add a but to it. You could play anywhere, but you could play on any screen, but you could play on any TV, but you could play on your PC, but let me give you an example. You could play on your Chromecast Ultra. Okay, yeah, you can do that, but you can only play that with your Stadia controller. So that sucks for all the people who have a Chromecast Ultra. For a while, you couldn't even get Stadia on there. I think they added that as well, but you can also buy a Stadia controller separately. So, see, they ended up fixing that. You could play on your desktop, but it's only in 1080p. So if you wanted to capture gameplay footage, it's only 1080p gameplay footage. You could get around HTTP encoding on your Chromecast Ultra, but I'm too lazy to do that. You could play on your phone, but iOS. And when Stadia first launched, you could only play on your Pixel phone, Google phone. And we're still waiting for iOS support. Where the fuck is iOS support? I have my iPhone right here. It's cracked all to hell. I need a new phone. But that's not the video for that. Where is iOS support? It's almost July. Where the fuck is iOS support? Come on, Google. You're smarter than this. Figure it out. That's pretty much the features that I want. What do I want to see out of this Connect? Single player games. I want to see narrative games out of this Connect. I understand there's gonna be some indie games and all that I'm not gonna play. If they're just gonna announce all these multiplayer, these indie games and all that, I'm pretty much out. I could play Apex anywhere. Actually, I take that back. If they do announce Apex for Stadia, I probably would dabble into it, to be honest with you, because I just want to install it off my Xbox. But then Stadia is going to be an indie and multiplayer machine. I do admit. Actually, no. Let's take it back. Okay, games. My prediction on this Stadia, they're gonna show Orcs Must Die 3. I have a feeling they're gonna show it because they teased it at the last Connect. They're probably gonna show maybe some Baldur's Gate stuff. We'll see. Chase is more of the Baldur's Gates fan than I am. I haven't even played the first one yet, so I may not even be in there. they'll probably show older ports that been out for a while that would make sense to be on Stadia because the partnerships of the developers. You know, like we have Elder Scrolls Online, right? Or Skyrim. You know, they could release that on Stadia. Single player game, narrative. I'll probably buy it, unless it's $50. Wait a minute, that's another game that I spent. Holy shit! I bought Skyrim for the 360 PC. 2 copies for the PC. Maybe not. Well, if it's $20, I would. But I know how Bethesda is, so. Or they could start releasing Fallout games. Except for Fallout 76. Let that game stay away from Stadia, please. No, do single player Fallout games. I would love to see Fallout, the collection of Fallout games on there. 3, New Vegas, and 4. I would love that. But probably not. They'll probably just do New Vegas and load it with microtransactions like they've been doing. I predict that they're gonna show Grand Theft Auto 5. Why not throw their biggest money maker at a platform? They're already doing it. They're already releasing it for next gen consoles, so might as well release it on Stadia. That's the only platform that's not gonna be on. And they already have Red Dead 2 on Stadia, and I paid $60 for it, and I don't regret it. Don't get me wrong, I don't regret it. Even though it's an older game, I wanted to play it off consoles, and the part of the reason why I bought Red Dead was to compare that with the PC version. So I predict that they're gonna show off GTA 5, and if it doesn't come out soon, it will come out next year with the next gen console ports of that. What would I want to see from Ubisoft? This is for you guys, the multiplayer guys. I would love to see Rainbow Six Siege on there. I personally won't play it, but I know you guys will. What I personally would like to see Watch Dogs 2, because I haven't played that one yet, and I heard that was really good. And I would love to play it. I would love to see stuff on the new Rainbow Six game, but I don't think they're ready to show it off yet. So, and insurance is that Valhalla is gonna be on Stadia day and date. So if they just show a trailer saying it will be day and date. What I don't want to see on the Kinect are fillers, like sizzle reels of games that we already have, them talking about look at how many members we got, content creators telling them how they love the platform. Obviously they love the platform because they base their channel around it. So I just don't want to see fillers. I want to see games, and they don't even have to talk about features like they did last time. And the big moment that I would like to see, the big moment, like one of the big things that, like, big surprise, what I would like to see, multiplayer side, Apex or Warzone. But if they release a Warzone, they might as well just release the whole Call of Duty experience. Or if it's Apex side, that'd be cool too. I'll dabble into my friends, with my city friends, for like a good couple sessions and get bored and not play Stadia anymore. Or I would like to see anything with Resident Evil. Mainly Resident Evil 8. What about Resident Evil 2 or 3 remake? No. 8. Then, yeah, mainly 8. Then what they could do is every month release a Resident Evil game, like, you know, oh, out now, Resident Evil 0. Out next, Resident Evil 1. Then keep going up to 8. Because if they, like, let's just say Resident Evil 8 will come out in March next year. I'm just giving you guys a hypothetical release date because Resident Evil 3 came out in April of last year, right? So, like, let's just say Resident Evil 8 comes out in March or April. July, that'll be Resident Evil 0. August, Resident Evil 1. September, Resident Evil 2 remake. November, Resident Evil 3 remake. December, Resident Evil 4. January 5. February 6. March 7. April 8. I'm just giving you guys hypotheticals. That's what I would like to see. I want to see Capcom get on board because they make some good games. I would love to see Monster Hunter World on there. That'd be cool. A game that I would love to see as the big final moment would be Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I think that's a year exclusivity with PlayStation. I don't know if they're actually not allowed to release it on, even talk about it on other platforms besides PlayStation. As far as my overall feelings on Stadia now, I'm not enjoying it. I may have been a little too harsh with my words on that podcast, but I'm a very blunt and straight to the point person. I come off very aggressive, very blunt, and sometimes that gets me in trouble. I do admit. I'm not enjoying the service, and if they don't improve, if they don't get the games that I want to play on there, then I'm out. And that is a fact. I will cancel my service. I will not be pro. I will not log into Stadia. I'll just go back to PC gaming. Actually, matter of factly, I'm not even playing Stadia right now. I'm just paying for something I'm not even playing. So I'm kind of already out anyways. So because they're not releasing shit that I want to play, and I am not knocking the games that are on there. I'm not telling them to get rid of the games that are on there to get games that I want. There's games for everybody on there. It's just by the time they release certain games, I already have them and played them. Mainly Metro 2023 and Last Light. I'm talking to you. Metro Exodus. I already owned on PC, so I never bought that shit. So mainly insurances that games are starting to come out day and date for me. I want them to be more aggressive. I want them to get out ahead on certain stuff when it comes to game releases, and I just want to know that the next generation AAA games are gonna be coming out the same day and time as other platforms. Mainly Call of Duty, mainly Resident Evil, and some other announced good game coming out. Because I am tired of hearing, look at Cyberpunk, but it's not coming out the same day and time as Stadia. Look at Game X, but it's coming out a month or two later on Stadia. Look at Game Y, but you're not getting the complete version until later on Stadia. They did a good job on Doom, releasing day and time with Stadia. They did a good job on what's it called? Mortal Kombat Aftermath, releasing the same day and time as the other platforms, but that's considered an expansion. They just need to show me that they could get games on that platform same day and time. And if I feel that they can't, I'm out. And I will not cover Stadia anymore. Because why support a platform when they're not competent enough? I can't talk. Confident enough in their own platform. Why should I support Google when they're not even confident in their own platform? Why should I support Stadia? Why should I support something that can't get games day and time? When Xbox first came out, they got third-party games, the majority of third-party games, day and time. You know, like see some of the third-party games that I played, like the James Bond game, the Reckless game, I played that. The Dave Mirra game, I played that. I'm pretty sure they all came out at the same time, or when the console launched, because that launched a year later. I know other consoles got a slow start, like the Switch, but this is not Switch. Technically, Stadia is more powerful than the current generation consoles. So there should be no excuse of this game drought, to be completely honest with you. The only excuse that you should be giving is COVID, because it's harder to develop games on a remote location versus being in your office with a team. So I just need insurances to get games day and date. If not, I'll just get them somewhere else. Because the beauty of not sticking to one platform, if one platform is fucking up, you can go to a different platform. If I feel that Xbox is fucking up, which is they are. I don't like the direction Xbox is right now. That's why I'm not on my Xbox. That's why I'm either on PC or my PlayStation. So, and I hope to God Tony Hawk 1 and 2 is on there. Please, I would buy Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake on PlayStation and Stadia. If it's on Stadia, day and date. Please. Just I'm willing to give you my money, but you have to show me that you can get games out on time. That's all I'm asking. If not, I'm out. And I am tired of sitting on the sidelines. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So, and if I feel that they're not gonna do it, see ya. And as far as this episode, I am done. Have a good night. I will talk to you later. It doesn't look like Stadia Sunday night Stadia is gonna happen, because I don't see the event up and Hector hasn't talked to me about it. So see you around. Don't forget to watch CGR. I'm gonna be talking about trophy and achievement hunting on this episode, so it's gonna be a jam-packed episode. It's a big audience for achievement and trophy hunting, so it's gonna be crazy. I do have some platinums under my belt. I do have 1 or 2 100% on the achievement side, and I will be talking about the history of the achievement system and the trophy system. See you around.